Welcome to the deep dive. We've gone through all the research on Lijiang in China's Yunnan province, and this is not just a travel deep dive.
No, not at all. It's really an exploration of extremes.
Exactly. We're going from, centuries-old pictographic writing systems to tackling one of the deepest gorges on Earth, all in one place.
And our mission here is to give you a clear picture of that complexity. Lijiang is famous, yes, but it's also freely debated.
Right.
So we're going to navigate the commercial side of its UNESCO Old Town, decode the incredibly unique identity of the Naxi people, and then, get you ready for the high-altitude natural wonders all around it.
So for context, the heart of it all is Lijiang Old Town, which is also called Dian. It's been a UNESCO World Heritage Site since '97.
And historically, it was just so important. It was a massive hub on the ancient Tea-Horse Road.
That trading route connecting Yunnan and Tibet.
Yeah.
That's where all that incredible architecture comes from.
That history is definitely why the town is there, but, well, the reality today is a bit more complicated. Let's start with the town itself.
Well,
Lijiang's appeal is, it's immediate. The sources all praise the traditional Naxi architecture, these intricate water systems.
Oh, the canals, right. I read that's a huge feat of ancient engineering.
It is. They divert water from the mountains right into the town, so you have streams running next to almost every single cobblestone alley.
Which is how it got that nickname, Oriental Venice.
Exactly.
But this is where the debate really kicks in, isn't it?
Yeah.
The visual appeal is there, no question. But the opinions on it are, well, they're all over the place.
They really are. You see some people calling it an absolutely wonderful, magical place. They're blown away by the history and how it looks.
But then you get the other side.
And that other side is harsh. The phrase that comes up again and again is ancient China Disneyland.
Yeah, that sense of manufactured heritage. I saw words like reconstructed and way too commercialized. It seems like the debate isn't just about shops, it's about who owns them. Is it still a Naxi town run by locals?
That is the million-dollar question. And when the sun goes down, everything changes.
Right, it's not a quiet historic site anymore.
Not at all. The main streets become loud, packed with bars, and you hear what one source just called lousy electronic music. It turns into a party district.
So if you're looking for that quiet, deep cultural immersion, maybe Lijiang after dark, isn't it? Our research often brings up Dali Old Town as a comparison.
Yeah, and it's a useful one. Dali is often seen as more authentic, a little less polished maybe, but more driven by the people who actually live there.
And it's flat, right, for biking around the lake.
Exactly. Biking around Erhai Lake is a huge draw. But Lijiang is the clear winner for its surroundings, the mountains, the really, really challenging hikes. The old town is kind of this beautiful, contested gateway to all of that.
That's a great way to put it. So if Lijiang is the gateway, let's talk about the people who built it, the Naxi. They are the cultural anchor.
They are one of the oldest ethnic groups in Yunnan, with a documented history going back to ancient nomads called the Qiang. Their history is incredibly deep.
And their spiritual life centers on the Dongba religion.
Right. It's this fusion of ancient Naxi shamanism, which is all about nature and parts of Tibet's Bon religion. But what's so fascinating is how it's structured, or how it isn't.
What do you mean?
There are no centralized temples, no systematic written doctrines like you'd find in many other major religions.
But how is that belief system even passed down over thousands of years?
Through one person, the Dongba, the wise man or the shaman.
Okay.
This person is the spiritual and intellectual hub of the whole community. They interpret the ancient texts, they advise on medicine, on astronomy, they guide all the ceremonies, they hold everything.
That makes them so central. And it brings us to what I think is the most interesting part, the Dongba written language, a living fossil.
That's what they call it. And it's because it has this incredible title. It's the only pictographic writing system in the world that is still actively maintained and used.
Think about that. A language of pictures surviving into the digital age. How does it work? It's not like Chinese characters, is it?
No, not at all. It doesn't represent every sound. It's a mix of pictograms and ideograms, but its real genius is that it works as a mnemonic system.
A memory aid.
Precisely. The Dongba priests just write down keywords. A single pictograph can be a visual prompt for a whole sentence or even a complex idea that they then recite from memory.
So it's less like writing a book and more like a set of highly condensed spiritual cue cards.
That's a perfect analogy. For example, the research mentioned a pictograph of 2 eyes. That's the Naxi word for fate or destiny.
Wow.
Or a simple drawing of a rice bowl can mean food, but it can also mean sleep. The reader has to rely on the context of the ritual and their own deep knowledge.
So a Latin alphabet version was introduced in the 50s, but the Dongba script is still around.
It is. It's used in rituals, of course, but now it's also integrated commercially. You see it on signs all over Lijiang, which is a very visible way to, emphasize that unique cultural heritage for tourists.
And beyond the script, their traditions are just as unique. The architecture, for instance, building these big wooden houses without any metal nails.
It's incredible craftsmanship. They rely entirely on joints and, get this, ropes made from local plants.
That's amazing.
The houses are usually 2 stories, built around an inner courtyard. It all follows strict feng shui, and a key feature is the Zaobi wall.
The spirit screen.
Right. It's a decorative wall just inside the main gate. It provides privacy, but it's also believed to block bad luck or evil spirits from entering.
And what about the traditional clothing? The women's attire seems so symbolic.
It's maybe the most powerful visual expression of their culture. They wear these smock-like garments and a very distinctive sheepskin shawl.
With the 7 discs on the back.
Yes, the 7 embroidered plates. They're deeply symbolic. Mythologically, they represent the 7 sisters of creation, but socially, they represent the women's contribution to the community.
How so?
They symbolize women working under the stars. It means they are the ones up before sunrise and home after sunset doing the hard labor. They are literally wearing their work ethic and commitment on their backs.
That's a profound insight. And speaking of their social structure, we have to talk about the Naxi and the related Mizuo approach to relationships. It's a radical departure from most norms.
It really is, particularly around Lugu Lake. The Mizuo are often grouped with the Naxi, and they practice what's called zoo marriage, or walking marriage.
Which operates in a matriarchal system.
Correct. Household authority is with the women, property is passed down through the female line, and relationships. Well, sexual life is free between non-related adults. A walking marriage might last one night, it might last a few years. There's no formal cohabitation.
And children.
Children belong entirely to the mother's family. The biological father has no formal role in raising the child.
So who does?
The maternal uncles. They take on a role of father figure, living in the mother's household. It's a completely different idea of family.
And in stark contrast to that, the sources also mention a heartbreaking Naxi tradition.
Yep.
Martyrdom for love.
Yes, this is the traditional Naxi custom, separate from the Mosuo. Historically, if a young couple was forbidden to marry, they might commit suicide together. The belief was that they would become wind spirits and live together forever in the mountains.
A tragic testament to the depth of feeling in that society.
Okay.
Let's zoom out. From these profound cultural details to the geography that literally defines Lijiang's skyline.
This is where Lijiang sets itself apart. The first thing you see is the Jade Dragon Snow Mountain.
It's massive. A spiritual symbol for the Naxi people, with peaks hitting, almost 5,600 meters?
That's right. And for most visitors, the experience is the cable car up to Glacier Park. It takes you over 4,500 meters. The air is so thin, but the views are unforgettable.
And for that iconic photo, the postcard shot.
You have to go to Black Dragon Pool Park. On a clear day, you get that perfect reflection of the snow-capped mountain in the water. It's also where the Dongba Culture Research Institute is located, tying it all back together.